Typeso developers have recently confirmed that we are actually getting a Broly partial resurrection on Typeso. Before I start the video, please make sure to like and subscribe so we can hit 7k by the end of the month, and let's get right into it. Literally just woke up, so my bad if I am tired, but basically I checked the sneaks channel in the Typeso Discord server, and Setro posted this new sneak right here. It literally shows his character basically stomping the ground. I presume he's doing like a move, and he got some gauntlets on and a necklace. My first thought when I saw this was that they're adding a Broly resurrection in Typeso. So the reason why I think this is a resurrection is because he's actually like wearing the armor and stuff when he's using the move. Like whenever somebody uses any sort of partial move, their body like transforms into the partial. So obviously this is not going to be a Shikai or Shift. It's possible this could be a weapon, but it's very unlikely just because he also sneaked another move with this. So it's very likely that we're going to be getting another Arrancar mythical, and I could very much see this ending up being something similar in concept to the Berserk Shikai, if you guys know what that does. So basically every single time you take damage, your character ends up getting more angrier. You gain like an aura essentially, and you basically just gain buffs with that aura, and that's essentially just what Broly does in the Dragon Ball anime. So what the necklace basically does is it helps his dad suppress and control Broly's power. And in the anime or in the movies, basically when that necklace got broken, he went into a complete rampage mode and he started packing everybody up. So it's very likely mode or passive for this partial resurrection is likely going to be similar to that. However, another thing that basically just confirms the fact that this is going to be a Broly, if the first image was not obvious enough for you, is the second thing that we got. Alright, so this is actually the move sneak that we got with the first screenshot. If you guys ever played any sort of Dragon Ball games or even like ABA, you know, Broly always has that rush / grab type of move. He even does this in the anime. It's like a staple move, and they've leaked this with Broly. By the looks of it, it seems like most of his abilities are probably going to be based around like using physical attacks rather than ki, and ki is basically like the Ryasu / energy in Dragon Ball. So it's going to be more focused around him being like stupidly strong and just grabbing motherfuckers rather than him just spamming, which is probably a good thing because I do not want to deal with more people holding S and spamming in rank. However, the Resurrection and Segunda, we are almost guaranteed to get Super Saiyan and Legendary Super Saiyan in Typeso. The transformations, I also kind of thought about it, and I know we're getting True Segunda as well, which you guys should check out my video on that. But basically, True Segunda, I don't know how they're gonna work it out because Broly, in canon, I think he only has 2 transformations. He goes normal Super Saiyan and then he goes the green Legendary Super Saiyan. Like, he doesn't have a third one. So for Arrancars to have 3 transformations, I don't know how that's exactly gonna work. They might just add a non-canon version, because I know in the non-canon he also does go like Super Saiyan 3. So it's definitely gonna be interesting to see, and I think it'll definitely make the game more interesting, because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, for Arrancar specifically, the main reason they haven't really gotten any sort of canon resurrections as their mythicals, in my opinion, is the fact that Arrancars really just don't have any strong characters that could fit into the category of mythical, if that makes sense. Like, every single Arrancar that we saw in the anime kind of just got packed up, or they got killed very early on before the 1000-year Blood War arc. For what's it called, like Soul Reapers, we got Aizen as the mythical, we got Duality, which is also fake, but then we got Kisuke as the mythical. I'm not gonna spoil Kisuke's Wonka or anything, right? And then Quincy's got Death Dealing, Quincy's got Balance as their mythical. Like, those are very strong characters. There's no Arrancar character that can match up to these people. So I think that's probably why the Typeso developers have resorted to straight up just adding characters from other franchises into the game, because like there's no other way to balance it out. Or they could just add characters that are not like mythical tier into mythical, but I don't know if people would even like that. Low-key, like, imagine seeing some random ass character like Dordoni getting a mythical resurrection. Like, nobody really wants to see that, and there's no Arrancar characters that people really care about anymore that aren't in the game, at least from my memory so far. Like, I can't think of anybody. We got Stark, we got Ulquiorra, we got like Bargon, we got Grimmjow. Like, there's no other Arrancars that would fit the description of a mythical. So I think straight up they're just going to continue to add more non-canon ones, and honestly I don't mind it, because Typeso is kind of approaching the stage where it's becoming a game where people play it less so for the fact that it's a Bleach game, but more so for the fact that it's just a game people enjoy to a certain degree, right? Like, I know right now Typeso is boring, I can't even lie, like, especially as a content creating out, there's literally nothing to make videos on. But once Hell does drop, we're definitely going to be eating with some new stuff, and honestly I'm down for this. I'm not gonna lie, like, I like Dragon Ball, I like Broly, I like Bleach, I can't speak today. Like, I think it's valid personally. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, because I know a lot of people are gonna be against this, because a lot of people don't really like the concept of adding non-canon stuff, and I can completely understand that, because you do sign up to play a Bleach game, and then, you know, if there's non-canon stuff, you aren't really getting what you signed up for. But again, keep in mind, the game is growing, and it's gonna probably reach the level of Block Series in the future, and you know, games like that, Bleach is eventually gonna run out of content, and they still want to add other stuff to it. But yeah, to wrap this video up, I do want to discuss one more thing, and that is the possibility of the new moves we're going to be getting for the Segunda and the True Segunda. Everybody knows Goku, right? So Goku has 2 main moves, right? Like, his 2 most popular moves are the Kamehameha Beam and the ultimate final last resort move, the Spirit Bomb, which he charges his energy for, and it's like a big deal whenever he uses it, right? Like, so Broly, Every single one of his moves is a spirit bomb. Like, either he flies across the map to ragdoll you, grabs you and fucking violates you across the map, or he flies into the sky and literally nukes the entire map. Like, I'm not joking. If you guys have ever played ABI, I know I'm using this as an example a lot, but literally his entire kit in the ultimate, you will fly across the fucking map and nuke everybody. It is so brain dead, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this in Type Soul, especially with Hell having wipeable content, I'm not gonna lie, like, a lot of people are gonna get tilted off this, bro. Especially True Segunda, because what's it called? Like, the main concept I get from True Segunda and True Bankai is the fact that they do lock in the victims. Like, every single time I see a True Bankai or True Segunda, it's like a sort of domain expansion type thing, right? So imagine a domain expansion where the person locks you in and nukes the entire domain. Like, think Light Ultimate, except you can't escape it at all. Like, you're just stuck in the domain. Like, that is the type of shit that I'm expecting from this. Likely, obviously, the Type Soul developers are gonna hopefully balance this out properly, probably by the time Hell releases, and it's probably not gonna be as busted as I'm making it seem. But like, at the same time, it would be pretty sick if you could nuke an entire raid. Like, imagine just minding your business, chilling in KT one day, and some random ass green motherfucker from the sky comes down and fucking nukes you. That sounds pretty fun, honestly. But yeah, this does not turn out like the Light Resurrection. So like, when Light Resurrection first did release, a lot of people were complaining about it just because it was incredibly busted. Everybody was on it, and honestly, Light Hakuto is one of the best builds in the entire game, and I could see the same thing happening for the Broly Resurrection. But hopefully this does turn out better, because I feel like, or I know this is probably just gonna end up dropping with the Hell update, and likely we're gonna be getting a lot more Shikai's, partials, and shrifts with that. So everything should balance itself out, and it shouldn't be too crazy. But I am definitely very excited to see what this turns out like, because Dragon Ball is one of my favorite animes, and seeing something like this getting added to Type Soul does give me more hope in the game, because I can't lie, bro, right now the game is completely dry, which I did mention before as well. So hopefully, you know, with this new content and possibly even introducing more non-canon things to the game does improve. It does have, like, it has the potential to go two ways. Like, one way, they introduce non-canon stuff, it fits into the game and it's still nice, or they start adding stuff that just completely does not fit into the game and it ends up killing the game. With the way it's looking right now, it does seem like it'll be fitting into the game, and it's not too bad. Like, Light was done relatively fine, so I do have hope. This video up, I do want to say thank you for watching. I appreciate all the support I receive on these videos. Comment below, let me know what you guys think about this or partial, I was gonna call it Shikai, because I know there's gonna be mixed opinions. Like, half of the community are down for it, they want like new stuff, and half probably don't. They want to like just like make it stick to Bleach, and I can completely understand that. Let me know what side you guys on. Thank you for watching, have a wonderful day, and hopefully this video reaches 8 minutes long. Goodbye.